Hey guys, it's Jay. Today we're going over some key things if you're into prepping, bugging out, or even just shooting. One of the most key things you could ever own is going to be some type of first aid kit. This just happens to be a first aid kit based around a bullet wound. That's not what I'm talking about. You know, one of the things I fear is having to bug out if the world were to go to shit. And I hope that, basically, I'm almost certain that if you have to bug out, you're most likely going to die. It's not going to be the movies. It's not going to be anything. But, that being said, let's say you do need to bug out. What are you going to grab? You're going to grab most likely one of your firearms. If only you're going to grab one, it's going to be one of your main firearms. This one right here happens to be most likely the one I would grab. Now, I am grabbing an AR platformed rifle. There's just too many reasons as to why to do it. The simple fact, caliber conversions are simple. 22 with a simple bolt change. You can put a different upper on it. You can do anything. I mean, there's so many different things you can do that make this a great option. I can't say no to it. Now, what do I do if my survival rifle here gets injured? It's quite simple. You have your first aid kit for you. This is a first aid kit for my rifle. Now, this is, as you can see, it's not small. And I can guarantee you I'm not going to be carrying this with me in a get home bag. And being that I live in Jersey, I'm definitely not carrying a rifle in a get home bag. This is basically something that I take to the range. If I had to bug out, I would most likely consolidate the things that are in here into some easier to carry pouch, maybe even leave a lot of this behind. But the main purpose of this is basically it's an organized way of keeping all your spare parts. A lot of this stuff is spare parts I've had over builds from the last year. Some of them are spare parts that are 5-6 years old, and some of them are parts I just got the other day. When I told you I got 2 Palmetto State Army lowers in that other video, that lower build kit, one of them was going to be relegated to parts kits. Now, in the future, I might build a rifle off the parts kit that was, but as for right now, I'm keeping it in this container just in case. Just in case. In this mil-spec buffer tube, you're going to have a buffer spring and a buffer. The reason why I'm using the tube is it really helps control this spring, keeps it from getting all over the place, and the spring, I can tell you right now, does not want to stay in this compartment unless it's in here. Right here, we have everything from your safety to your mag release to even the push pins. And here we have a trigger guard, a new bolt for the trigger, a roll pin for the trigger guard, and then right here we have a whole trigger group. Springs, retention pins, everything. Trigger, hammer, sear, everything's in there. And here we have some stuff including the magazine release, which is right here. And then we go over to here. Right here we have a full bolt carrier group. This isn't half of just the bolt carrier. This is the whole thing. Firing pin, everything's ready to go. It's frog lubed up. And I even put a spare charging handle in here since this weighs almost nothing and I don't really want to mix stuff in with it. So I just threw that in there. It fits. We do have a barrel nut here, which is kind of useless, but I need it in there. I wanted to keep it somewhere. You're really not most likely going to be able to change that if you have a little field repair. Not that you'd want to anyway. 3 castle nuts, 3 end plates, and then in here with this flash hider, we've got a bunch of different springs. These are basically all the springs you need for the lower. Then I carry, of course, my multi-tool from Multitasker. This multi-tool is really basically built for AR work. It's even got a castle nut wrench, which I'll try to get out here without hurting myself. This is only going to work on a non-staked castle nut, so keep that in mind. I've also got some small tools in here that are basically for the K&S Precision anti-rotational pins, and also I've got some parts in here for my scope mount in the scope. While this kit does come with a sight adjustment tool, I've also got the Magpul backup sight adjustment tool. That's it, guys. I mean, yes, this may be a little redundant to some people, but why not take all your, I mean, I know there's a lot of AR fans out there and a lot of AR builders, assemblers, whatever you want to call yourselves, that have tons of spare parts laying around. I could literally, with the exception of the buttstock, the pistol grip, the forearm, the barrel, the gas tube, the upper and lower receiver, I've got everything here. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't have everything organized, and this goes right in my range bag, and that's where it stays. And if the world, for some reason, were to ever go crap, if Hillary Clinton got elected or something like that, and everything went to, you know, neo-Nazi hell, I'm joking, we could sit there and have the tools necessary and with us to maybe not save this rifle, but if it's got a little bruise, definitely fix it.
Hey guys, I'm Sandy the Sock Puppet here with Urban American Tack to talk to you about safety!
Safety!
Yeah, alright, so, I'm blind! I'm blind! You're gonna have to do the video without me! Welcome to Urban American Tack presents Quick Prepping Tips. So, Jay, what do we have going on today?
Hey, we're for T55. You can buy these two kits right here. I said these two kits for $19.95, but don't dial yet. For an additional $13.75, we'll throw this AR right here for free. All right, $13.75 covers shipping only. Thank you, bye.
This is Urban American Tack.
All right. That's all right. Did you stop it?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.